I was here because I was starving myself, so I ended up on the eating disorders unit. Well, initially it was a way of filling time because I was stuck on a ward, I couldn't get out. But I worked on this same image, this same face, and it communicated, from my point of view, my own sense of darkness inside, and also the confusion and sometimes aggression I felt at the treatment that I was receiving. It's very liberating. I think so much of hospital life is prescribed, and what art does is give somebody free rein just to go into themselves and say, well, this is basically what it's like for me, and this is what's going on for me, and I think that's incredibly therapeutic. I've seen some amazing art created by fellow patients, many of whom have gone on to exhibit.
The collection here is really significant. We have works of art by people who were patients at Bethlem and the Maudsley Hospital and elsewhere, but some of those patients are also internationally renowned artists like Richard Dadd. We also have works that are of real historic value as well, so people who come to the museum will see Cibber's statues of Raving and Melancholy Madness, which for many, many years were major London landmarks. The Bethlem is believed to be the oldest psychiatric institution in the world. The collections that we've got here go back to the 1500s. So it is some of the earliest artwork and also objects and archives connected with the history of mental health care, probably in the world, it's safe to say. We'd like people to come here whether or not they have an interest in mental health and well-being. We'd like people to come just to enjoy the art, but what we also hope is that people will go away having thought about some of those issues and hopefully having a really good argument with each other about some of the issues that we raise, because none of it is entirely straightforward.
It played an enormous role in my recovery, and it's played an enormous role in my ongoing recovery. It's all been an incredibly positive experience, and it's nice, after all the hell, to leave hospital with something that you can be proud of. You need to see what it's possible for people who are so often marginalised to produce artistically. Mental health needs as much promotion as possible. I think if the 20th century was the century of the body, I think the 21st century will be the century of the mind, and I think the more we can understand that through art and creative practices, the better.